why are we still offering the restricted course? Well, first of all, Sam's Training is one of the few PAL training providers in the Greater Toronto area that is still providing the restricted course. We offer the most number of restricted courses per month here in the GTA. So why are we still offering it? Because people need the RPAL for employment purposes. Armed security guards, people who carry all the valuables and money for the banks, Brinks, Garda World, they need an RPAL for the performance of their duties and to get that job. Also, CBSA officers, Canadian Border Services Agency officers, all prospective employees there have to get an RPAL to apply for that job. So that's the number one reason. Why should you guys, as prospective firearms owners or gun owners, get the RPAL as well? Well, first of all, restricted handguns are still legal to own and use. So they're still out there. They're not banned. I still have my handguns, and of course I still take them to the range, I take them to competitions, and I shoot them on a regular basis. Because unlike prohibited firearms, okay, which I don't have a license for, and most people don't, if it's banned, that means it's prohibited. You can't take it anywhere. The guns that are banned have to be kept in your house, unloaded, locked up, and you can't take them anywhere unless you're moving to a new residence. So restricted handguns are still legal to use. So yeah, obviously you guys can't buy handguns, but there's another reason is that you're going to encounter handguns when you go to the range. You're possibly going to join a shooting club. Other club members will have handguns there, and they could possibly let you shoot them, okay? The restricted handgun course, that's what it is, the handgun course, has not changed. You're still going to learn how to use handguns, how to handle them safely, and all the procedures that go along with them. So if you ever encounter them and someone offers you a handgun to shoot, which is very likely at most shooting clubs, that's how people, get to try different types of guns. You get to try before you buy. Yeah. Most people at gun clubs are very friendly, and if you show interest and you're cool, they'll say, yeah, why don't you take a few shots? Okay, they're not going to nickel and dime you for every round you shoot unless it's really expensive ammo. But yeah, those opportunities may come. You may come across those in your future shooting career. Also, if you have the RPAL, you have more licenses. You have more access to more types of firearms. So there's still restricted rifles and restricted shotguns. They're still legal to buy and sell, which are still available in the store. So restricted rifles are pretty cool. They're shorter rifles. They have a shorter barrel. They shoot center fire ammunition, which is more powerful ammunition, and they're generally semi-automatic. They shoot really fast, so they're pretty cool, exciting firearms, and they have a shorter stock, so overall length is shorter. These guns you can still purchase and use at the range, okay? All restricted firearms, you'll learn this in the course, you can only use at a CFO approved range. So if you're planning on joining a club, a shooting club or a shooting range, then obviously restricted PAL is the way to go because you can buy guns that you can use there. Also, if you have the RPAL, you can use handguns unsupervised. If you ever been to the range before the course, why did you get to shoot a gun? Any person, as long as they're, cool, they can shoot a handgun or a rifle as long as they're within direct and immediate supervision of a licensed adult, within arm's reach of a licensed adult. If you don't have an RPAL, but your friend has a gun, he or she has to watch you, supervise you shooting, okay? They can't do anything else other than watch you shoot. Now, if you have an RPAL as well, and they have an extra handgun, if the club rules allow it for a guest to shoot unsupervised, then you guys can both shoot a handgun at the same time. See, having more licenses gives you more privileges, okay? It's just like I am a commercial driver. I have an ACZ license and M as well. So I can drive motorcycles, I can drive cars, I can drive tractor trailers, I can drive coach buses. I have more classifications on my license, therefore I have more privileges. I have more access to more types of vehicles. It's no different with the RPAL. Also, you can borrow restricted handguns still. because they're still legal to use, if your family member or your friend, somebody you know, you meet another club member, if they have a handgun and they're willing to lend it to you, that is the possibility. All you have to do is call the CFO and conduct like a temporary transfer, okay, like a temporary lending or whatever arrangement, so they know who has the guns. Then you can borrow a handgun for a period of 6 months, a year, whatever you guys work out. Okay, I confirmed this with the CFO's office when I went to the TACCOM gun show. They had a little booth there, and I asked them, can you still borrow a handgun? Because obviously, whenever my students ask me questions, I ask the CFO because I don't know all the answers. If you have any questions about rules or regulations, you always ask the CFO. So yeah, you can still borrow handguns. So if you want it, you're really intent on getting into competition shooting, like IPSC, International Practical Shooting Confederation, the only way to, be competitive at that is to have a handgun that you can use at home to dry fire practice with. Also, you can, with the laws are reversed, I don't know when that's going to happen or if it will ever happen. There's no guarantee. But if they ever reverse the law, you can buy a handgun right away. Also, if you do both courses, okay, within 30 days of each other, you do the CRFSC, the non-restricted course, and the restricted course within 30 days of each other, you get a discount, about $70, okay? So it's just better to get both done at around the same time. Most non-restricted PAL holders, okay, who come back to me to do restricted, they all agree on the same thing. They said, oh, I should have just done both on the same weekend or in the same time frame. Okay, it's always just best to get both. Plus, for educational purposes, if you want a more comprehensive understanding of firearms and the firearms that are still around today that you'll see people using, well, then you're obviously going to get more if you take the restricted course. Now, you don't have to believe anything I say here, okay? Obviously, I'm biased, okay? I am an instructor, but I'm also a businessman. Am I trying to upsell you? Of course, I'm going to try to upsell you because I want all my students to come back to me 2 times, not just once. But yeah, you're going to have fun the first day of my course, and you're going to have more fun learning the cool guns in the restricted course. So that's another reason you should sign up. There's still a lot of restricted guns that are really cool, that are fun to own and use, so get it while you can. That is the motto of all Canadian gun ownership right now. Everything now is kind of a limited time offer. In the past few years, we've seen many changes to gun legislation. Okay, it's more and more laws, and we're probably expecting more and more laws to come down. Is there going to be less laws? The trend is more and more laws. What is the trend with the courses and the licenses? Well, the cost of the course has only gone up in the past 3 years. The cost of getting the license has only gone up in the past 3 years. Okay, they could put any number of more rules and regulations just to get the license. The RPAL may not even be offered in the future. They could make up a rule, say, hey, if you want a restricted PAL, well, you have to show your job application to an armed security guard or Canadian Border Services Agency. Or there's any number of new regulations they can impose. Right now, all you have to do is sign up for the course, pay the fee for the course, and then pay for the licensing fee. Okay? If you do both courses within 30 days of each other, the RPAL course, if you come to Sam's training, is only an additional $190. And for the application fee, it's only an additional about $20 extra to get the RPAL license. You can own a gun in Japan, okay? I looked at all the gun laws in the world, internationally, okay? There's a spectrum of gun laws and gun regulations, okay? It's like North Korea can't own like a slingshot, and then there's like America, Alaska, where you can own a machine gun or a grenade launcher. Okay, there's even countries better than like Alaska. Okay, like Somalia, okay, Afghanistan, Yemen, and like Ukraine. Where there's like a war. So there's no gun laws there, but you probably have to use your gun every day so you don't die. If you have any questions about this in the future, Well, the best thing is obviously to come to the course. Okay? You're going to just learn a lot about guns, and we're going to have fun with guns. Other pressing questions, obviously go to the RCMP website, take a look there, and take a look at the FAQs on my website, where I try to explain all the very interesting questions you guys ask me in class and online and through your telephone calls. Okay? Well, I hope you got something out of this video, and I hope to see you in the RPAL course sooner than later. All right, take care, stay safe, cheers.